Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be telling you about some Cydia tweaks for iOS 6 and iOS 7. Let's get into it. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. First up is Apex. It is a theme. So, we can see I have it on here. You can download it on iOS 6, but I found it is a little glitched. To do it, you want to open your settings. It will install Winterboard for you. You want to click Winterboard, you want to click Select Themes, and you want to select all the ones that say Apex. Now you want to click Respring. So like I said, Apex on iOS 7, on iOS 6, sorry, it's a little glitched. So Apex, not only does it do the icons, it has sounds, if you can hear them. So if you can hear those are keyboard sounds. Now, you will want to select a font, obviously. Now select one. We want to go to apps. We want to, select what font we want for that app. Then click Respring. Wait for it to load. Font requires another Cydia tweak called Font Tweak Mode. So just go ahead and confirm you want to install it. You will be asked to restart your Springboard, so just wait for it to load. Unfortunately, I could not get Font to work. Font is very unreliable and it's hard to use. So I honestly don't recommend it. Look for something else. If you have found a better solution to Font, please comment down below. Next up is Iconomatic. Iconomatic gives you effects to your icons. Like if you look closely, I have shadows to them. I have double layer. Like you can tell on the white icons like Chrome and Game Center. It is a little hard to tell. So you can even add things like reflections like there were in iOS 6. What you do is you want to go to Settings. You want to go to Winterboard. You do have to enable Iconomatic in Settings. So you're going to want to select the whatever it is for Iconomatic and then click Respring. And we have the theme applied. Next up is SB Rotator 7. SB Rotator 7 lets you rotate your icons. You can rotate them upside down, sideways, other side. Next up is Tiny Bar. Tiny Bar gives you small notifications. We can go ahead and click Test, so it'll even have scrolling notifications. So that's Tiny Bar. The next thing I want to show you is Safari Refresh. So if you're on a website in Safari, you can just pull it down and it'll refresh it like that. Next up is Grid Switcher. It gives us a grid interface in the App Switcher. Next up is No Bar Screen. So if you go ahead and take a screenshot and then see it in the Photos app, you might notice there's no status bar, so it will not interfere with your screenshot. Next up is Repower. So in the Power Down menu, we now get more options. We have the normal slide to power off. We now have slide to reboot and slide to resplit. Next up is Switcher DND. Now, let's put our vibration mode on, and you might see we got the Do Not Disturb icon in the status bar. So whenever you go into mute mode, it'll put you on Do Not Disturb, so you won't get any notifications. Next up is No App Store Redirect. This will stop the device from redirecting. It's the App Store. So if you've ever tried to jailbreak before, I could never jailbreak a single device. That's why I just buy jailbroken devices off of eBay. So if you've ever tried to do it, though, these absolute garbage websites, they're just absolute garbage. There's some sort of VPN update, and if we go to install it, that's going to pop up. Next up is Wi-Fi Booster. Wi-Fi Booster will show IP addresses and show you additional networks even if they don't have the best connection. So that is helpful, like if you're at the mall and you're clothes shopping, and all these networks, it'll only show the ones that have a good connection. But with this, you can see it. You can see all the good networks and not good networks. I will not be showing you this one because I'm at my house right now, so it'd show a bunch of IP addresses and stuff I just don't want to show to the internet. Next up is Hide Me 7. Now, you can hide certain features of iOS to make it simpler. I don't feel like messing around with it because I don't want to disable any features right now. Next up is Configure. So you want to configure Configure with an activated gesture. It can be like anything. Like you can leave Wi-Fi, you can plug in something. But really that's unnecessary. I don't need to plug in my headphones to use this. So I configured it with a double tap in the status bar. So it'll show you all your apps that have active notifications. And I'll group them all into one area. So I believe you can swipe up to hide the app, and if we swipe up on a phone, you can see by phone the badge disappears. Next up is Smart Tap, so just double, triple tap the display, and it'll turn it on. You can triple tap it to turn it off, and you can even, if you tap on a default icon, it'll lock it. I did try this on my iPhone 4 on iOS 6, but it was like stuck in a boot loop. I had to turn it. I had to hold the home button and the power button. And I had to turn it on and hold the volume button. I had to watch a YouTube tutorial. And Google was probably thinking, "What are you doing?" Next up is Checkmate Store. So, if we download an app that you definitely can't download, we'll get this pop-up message, so we can download it if we want to. We downloaded Snapchat, we can go and open it. Obviously, it doesn't work, but it's still cool to see it. Oh, this garbage Apex theme, at least it's garbage for iOS 6. It'll always have that pop-up for a loading screen. Next up is Tiny Bar. Tiny Bar makes your top bar smaller. I would recommend it. It is very good. Next up is OXO Beta and OXO 2. OXO Beta is for iOS 6, and we can... so it had like this. You could see what you were doing in the app, and you could even see controls, like the jailbreakers had the concept of the control center first. Like we even had a flashlight for proof because you couldn't activate it. There's no control center to activate it in iOS 6. Now on iOS 7, they did add the control center. So with OXO, it combines the control center and the app switcher. And you can swipe up from the left for this faster app switching, and you can even swipe up from the right to close an app like that. Next up is CC background, Control Center background. Obviously, it is not compatible with iOS 6 because there was no official Control Center. So you can set an image. I actually took this image outside. I think I maybe did some slight editing. I have it on my website. I'll link that in the description. So you can set an image. We can go ahead and select an image, and we can select an image. And then we can click done. Now it's going to respring. Now, we're done with this. of course, it's very hard to see with an image like this, a pumpkin plant, if I'm growing in a backyard. So if it does not fit the dimensions of the control center, it will squeeze it so it doesn't look right either. I did select another image. I think it looks really good, another one I took. I also have that on my website. Next up is record my screen. For whatever reason, it is incompatible with iOS 7. However, with a tweak called Record My Screen Tweak, you can configure it with an activator gesture. I did double tap with the power button. And we'll turn it on and we get that message. You don't want to record right now, but you can do that. Next up is power banners. Power banners will give you a notification up there instead of a big pop-up, which is nice. So I'm going to cut it and so when it shows it. So that's power banners. That's the end of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and bye.